Okay, this is part 2 of Twisted Knots. I'm going to zoom in towards the bottom one. The last one that I completed was this curve, and it's going to go under the first verticals and start here, go out, and it's going to go around and join the top right. So it goes from the bottom right of the bottom box to the top right of the previous box. I mean the box above it. Okay, and you make as many of these curves until you have filled up that space. Make them skinny and close together so you can see the space is pretty thin in between there. So now the second row, I look at these bottom verticals, the 5 verticals, the ones that go up and down. They would go under here. Notice I am not going to draw a line going through here, but that's what happens is they go under here. We don't see them because they're under. They go under there, and they start right here, and then they're going to curve and end up right here. Okay, not a sharp angle, a curve. And I'm going to make as many of these curves to fill the space, but they're going to start going horizontal now. Notice I don't start from there. I'm always going to start from over here because it's these marks going through, not these, because these marks are going to go through up here. So this will start about here and then loop back. And remember, if you can't see your starting and your ending point, then look for them and move your paper in such a way that you can see them. Because if you can't see where you're starting and where you're ending, you're not going to aim very well. You're not going to draw what you're needing to draw. All right, so this guy will pop out here. I'm looking at the right side, how it comes out there, and it's going to curve and hit the top right of the next grouping. And then I fill in the space. And if it's too fat, I can always add another one in between there. So if you can add another string in between, add another string in between. I'm going to go ahead and finish on pause. All right, I made it all the way up. Now I'm ready for the shading. Here's my pencil. Notice it's sharp. That way I can be precise. I'm going to start at the bottom with the first vertical lines that I made, the set of 5, and I'm going to shade dark to light on the bottom and the top of them. And I'm going to do that for each set of the first set of vertical lines, the short little 5s, the set of 5. So I'm going to go from dark to light and then dark again at the bottom. And you want to be kind of gradual. So dark in where it goes under, light where it pops out, and then dark where it goes under again. And then it should gradually get lighter. I'm going to turn this because my hand works better making a line going like this. My wrist just moves more naturally up and down. So I highly recommend that. Instead of trying to do it like this, I can more naturally, if you look at my wrist, that's kind of a natural feeling. This, not as much. So each one, each set of the groupings of 5 gets shaded where they go under. And then they should so dark, 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 and gradually get lighter. I'm going to go ahead and finish that on pause. All right, now that I have dark, light, dark on all of the first initial straight 5 lines, now I'm going to find the first loop and I'm going to shade under there because these strings go under. So it should be dark to light gradually. And again, I'm going to turn my page because again, I make lines shading a lot better like at this angle. Rather than trying to shade like that, I'm more comfortable shading that way. So where it goes under, I'm going to add some shading. It's going under right here. It's going under right here. It's going under. Not, this goes over, so I'm going to, oops, sorry. This is going over, so I let that stay light. The part that goes under gets the shadow. And I'm going to gradually kind of fade it out so it doesn't go light too quickly. So I drop down one. This is the part that's going under. So I leave this light. The part that goes under is what gets darker. This is the part that's going under. This is going over, so it stays lighter. This is going under. So that's the first side. Then I'm going to do the reverse right here. This is the part that gets under. This is the part that gets under. This is the part that goes under. So this is going over. Where they ended here and go under is where I'm going to add my shading. And then I was going to take a look at the very top here and maybe just kind of add a little cap here to end it. And then down here, same thing. And there we go. Let's zoom out and see how it looks. The twisted knots. So what could I do from here? Oh, I don't know. A lot of these designs start with lines that just go across the page like this. So I could start another pattern like windows or the square design or the there's lots of designs that start with squares like this. So take a look at the other designs in the Google Classroom.